What we try to do is encourage the people to help each other. We want to help them as they want to be helped.
Good afternoon, Jubilee Rooms. I'm here from 9 to 5, so if you want to come over.
John O'Neill manages the Jubilee for Hart Molthagen. There are 77 rooms between the two buildings. All of them are occupied. The hallways are spotless. The rooms are secure. All of the exits and stairwells are monitored around the clock by video cameras. There's a laundry room and a communal kitchen where tenants can prepare meals.
I hired mostly community people to do the work in the building here.
Molthagen says when he opened up the rooming house, the idea was to give people more than just a room.
I found there was real community happening in the neighborhood here, and I thought that one of the great things for the people that live here is they want to not only have that community, but they want to have it in a safe environment. But if the housing isn't looked after, then they can't do the rest of it.
The City of Vancouver has recognized the importance of these hotels and these rooms, and that's why the city has passed a bylaw to stop owners from converting them to backpackers' hostels and tourist accommodation. From the city's point of view, the Jubilee is the model of how a single-room occupancy hotel should be run. But the city's chief license inspector says this hotel is the exception.
In my mind, Hart has put his heart and soul, so to speak, into the operation of that building.
Paul Techrobe spends much of his time trying to keep other SROs up to minimal standard. The file on the New Wings Hotel contains 120 pages of police reports. They document numerous assaults, stabbings, drug busts, and teenage runaways working as prostitutes in the hotel.
We're trying to maintain that housing and ensure that we don't lose the housing in the community, because we don't want to shut down rooms unless we absolutely have to. But we also need to make sure that it's effectively managed.
Instead of shutting down the New Wings, the city cut a deal. It handed the hotel a long list of repairs and a deadline, and it demanded the hotel's owner and Louis, the manager, both take courses in hotel management.
We're trying to find a way now where we can take what we've learned, and it's taken us 3 years to learn it, and share that with other business people and encourage them to see if they can do that in their own ways.
And Molthagen says it took a while to learn that the tenants moving out of the Jubilee meant he was accomplishing what he set out to do.
Early on, I had struggled so hard to get the place full. Then I found out in 1 month, I think we lost about 15 tenants. And so I was talking to the staff. I said, what happened here? We're losing all our tenants. But the manager at that time said, well, look, this tenant's moved into this co-op, this tenant moved into that co-op, and everybody, with the exception of maybe one, was improving their environment for housing. They were moving to more independent housing, and then I suddenly got really fired up and said, this is success, this is working here.
Jim tells us he too is dreaming of moving out. He's also lined up a job, and he hasn't had a drink for more than a month. Stephen Quinn, CBC News, Vancouver.
Closed